Hi, CCE family. Hope you've been enjoying the summer and some of the good weather that we have been having over the last few weeks. As the school holidays come to an end, I just want to give a quick update about Sundays in particular, and just one or two other things that are coming up, and just to highlight some further bits of news that will emerge in the coming weeks. We really sense that as restrictions are lifting, this is a time to regather together on Sundays, and to as we regather to come together as a community into God's presence, and just to recognise some of the impacts of the last many months, and to be healed and refreshed in the presence of God together. And so we'd really love to invite you to come along on our Sundays. And we would love to invite you to come and to re-establish that rhythm of gathering together each week. I do believe that one of the spiritual practices that can form us and shape us in our discipleship is that gathering together as a community of faith into God's presence, to hear from Him through the scriptures and through prophetic words. And so we would love, as this summer comes towards an end, to invite you to gather each week again. Recognise that there will be, for some people, that isn't possible, or you don't feel comfortable being around a large group of people just at the moment. And so we are committed to continuing to offer the Zoom way of gathering together, which I gather from some folks just feels to some extent like you're gathering with others on Zoom. And we will also continue to be live streaming on Facebook and YouTube for those that want to catch up. So if you're unable to make it, or you don't feel comfortable making it, there is going to continue to be that online option. Also recognise that for some people you'd like to gather again in person, but whatever the legal restrictions or lack of restrictions might be, actually you don't necessarily feel comfortable going quite as far as that. And so we remain committed to giving as much as we're able to choice for people as you come along on a Sunday morning. And so the balcony will continue to be a space where we're going to ask people to maintain a 2-metre social distance. And the ceilings are quite high, there's a bit more ventilation up there, there'll probably be less people up there. And so if you'd value that kind of space, the balcony will be a place where you could be. And even downstairs, we're going to continue to sit around tables. Offer the possibility maybe for a couple of households to sit together after the 9th, when those kind of indoor social distancing restrictions are lifted, but also the possibility for people just to sit in their own household, 1 metre or so apart from other households. And so it's not going to be as we were pre-COVID. So there's hopefully a range of choice that people can, that each of us individually can make as we do come along. Also, want to just highlight the weekend away, and no camping's not everybody's cup of tea, but there are still a few pitches available if you do want to camp, or please do come along for the day. It's all outside, and so again, from a COVID point of view, it's relatively safe or safer, and you can come for one day or both days. Sunday morning we'll do some kind of worship together, and maybe take bread and wine. So please do come on the Saturday or the Sunday. I think there's a barbecue that we're going to organise. It's bring your own food, but hopefully a communal barbecue space where you can barbecue some food on the Saturday evening. And so it'll just be a great chance after 18 months or so of not really being able to see one another in the way that we would like as a community, just to be able to gather together. So that's next weekend. Please do come along. You do need to book up just from a Trace and Protect point of view. We've also got a worship evening happening next week, a more unstructured, longer time of just gathering together where we can sing together again after so many months of not being able to do that. And there's been a small kind of working group just thinking about Sundays going forward. And so from September, we're going to be making one or two small tweaks to Sundays. It's going to still start at 10:45. We're going to try and integrate some of the things that we feel we've missed from the last 18 months that we were doing previously, and but also keep some of the things that we have been doing over those last 18 months that we think have been working really well. And this is part of an experiment, and so there'll be more details coming out about that in the next couple of weeks. And there's also a mission group that's been gathering together, not a group that's going to be doing mission, but just to try and catalyse this priority, this emphasis, this direction of mission that we want to go in. And so in the autumn, we hope to be raising the profile of that and helping us to all think and pray about how we could be getting involved in this outward mission focus within the church. So there'll be more information as we move into the autumn there. In the meantime, I do hope that we could see you at the King's Hall at some point if you felt able to come, or do join us on Zoom if that's your preference. And looking forward to life returning to a little bit more normality, or a new normal. It's become a bit of a cliche. But I'm excited to see what God is going to be doing amongst us in the coming weeks. So I hope that you could come and be part of that journey with us.